We're traveling around the world to talk to beautiful and colorful people and to maybe create a global village. And now we are in Amsterdam, the capital of the Netherlands, with its beautiful canals and houses from the 17th century, known for its historical art with Van Gogh and Rembrandt. It has 880,000 bikes that are parked everywhere and cycling around, and with its 180 nationalities living all peacefully together. It's also the city where I meet Wasim, the most famous Syrian singer of the Netherlands. And with his soulful voice, he touches many hearts, singing his own songs and singing with the cappella choir about his hometown Aleppo, which he left 9 years ago to run away from the war in Syria. I talk with him about his life, goals and passions, and also the fact that he is seeing his family again after all these years in Syria. We have our interview at Ruigoord, an artistical community close to Amsterdam, where he found himself again. We talk with him here at the church, in the center of the village. So, I'm happy you're there.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Finally, we have this talk together.
I'm really happy to be here.
This is a special village, Ruigoord, also for you. And for me also, I think it's one of the first times I met you, I saw you here. Well, what is this church means for you, to you?
Well, not only the church, for sure, the whole place and this whole community for me was the ground, was the soil where I could put roots for me in this country. To be honest, that was like life-changing for me.
Because when we met, that was 10 years ago. It was 2015.
16.
Was it 2016?
Yeah.
So it's 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And you just came from Syria to the Netherlands, and well, you found this community, and you came here. So you were brand new, and so many things happened at that time, after the time as well, because 9 years is a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So it's, as you said, like there's a lot of new things. Like everything in my eye was completely new. But as well here in Ruigoord, even for the Western people or for the Dutch people, things are new and special and authentic. So for me it was like, whoa, like a big eye-opening. And as well, I felt so safe in this space. I felt so, I felt seen, I felt heard, and I felt that I belong to this place. And I feel the connection with this place, and especially the art, the artistic, the creativity, and the safe space to create, the safe space to be the way you are, just the way you are, without judgment, which I think this creates a really safe space for anybody to be and to be their strong self and their authentic self.
And how was it for these 10 years? Because a lot of things happened these 10 years. Living in the Netherlands, you couldn't go back to Syria. How was this? How can you describe those 10 years for you?
Definitely, 10 years is a lot of... 9 years is a long time to summarize in a short words. But what I can say is years of breaking free, years of letting go of things that were limiting me, years of healing, years of getting to know myself, years of discovering my power and who am I, what is my belief, years of building community, being part of a community, years of trying, of exploring, years of sharing as well. I shared a lot. Years of creating. I created a lot.
Because you were already artists. I came to see you here also. You were with your band then, and now you did so many things. You are really the most famous Syrian singer of the Netherlands, that's for sure. And you made some music, and I saw you also at the Capella Choir, a whole show,
Aleppo.
Aleppo. And you even got a prize for this,
Yeah.
Ovation Prize?
Yes.
Yes. So now you're busy with making an album. And I would like to see one song. You showed me one song, so let's go and
Yeah.
see that song.
Let's see it. Yeah.
يا ليل أنا موعود بليلة صفا بالفضاء وبين النجوم نسهر سوا ليلة صفا نسهر سوا.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful.
Thank you. Thanks.
So what are you singing there? Like my notes.
It's this song called Yalil,
Yeah.
and Yalil means a night. Lail means a night, and it just speaks about a feeling I had a long time ago, even when I was in Syria, when I was 16 or 17, that I have been promised with a night, a clear night, to experience. And one day, in 2002, I was in France with these musicians that you've seen. Most of them were with me in a forest in France. We were in a peace festival.
So it was all before war.
Yeah, that was before war, and then a feeling I had before the war, and it's related to a moment I left. I felt in 2022, and this feeling of like clarity when you are so much in harmony, and there is nothing, and you can really enjoy the beauty of nothingness. And this, I feel that it's a moment of clarity. When people are in harmony and in peace, we can reach which level of quality of living together as people. And I was looking around and speaking like to the dears one, like to the people that are dear to my heart, that your love is going through my blood, and the fire is healing. This is the meaning. And as well wishing that one day this peaceful moment I will experience one day in Syria. So it's a reflection of the past, the present, and the wish for the future.
Oh.
And when I was 16, I was in Syria.
Oh, you were in 60.
I had this like impression, imagination that I'm promised something. Like the life is promising me something will happen. Like I felt that I'll go somewhere, I don't know, where I know no one as well there, and no one knows me, and I will start completely new life. I had this vision, comes to my mind a lot, visits me, and I'm just take it. But I didn't know that war will hit one day and I will need to leave and I will need to travel Egypt, Turkey, and then come to here. So I didn't know that this is the way to,
That this would happen.
yeah, yeah.
It came through, but
Yeah.
not in this horrible way, sort of.
Exactly. But still, I learned to not judge. I learned to not judge bad things that happen to us in life as it's a bad thing, because we don't know. Might be a good thing, but it just with
And
time will show.
judging the things that happened, experiences, or judging people?
No, judging the thing that happened as if it's a bad thing. For sure, it's a horrible thing, what happened, but not look at it in a complete sense of like bad thing, life is miserable. Like, no, life has everything. It has the up, it has the down, it has the bad, it has the good.
So this is about the song, that not judging, you are experiencing the good thing at this moment.
Yeah.
You're in balance. You're completely
The present.
in the present.
To be present in a peaceful and harmonized
And you wish
state.
this for all the people in Syria, where they are unlucky and feeling unlucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's a beautiful song.
Thank you. Yeah.
Because the way you sing is also, I could show more, but let's stay also about talking, not only looking. I also feel like the vibration of your voice is like it's sort of religious. Is it really an Arabic way of singing?
It's not. You can say spiritual.
Spiritual.
I think that's the wide meaning of it, because
The
religious,
vibration of it, like,
yeah,
it
this
goes,
is the-
you feel it.
yeah, this is the magic of the Arabic scales.
Yeah.
So the ancient Arabic scales, which has been used 10,000 years ago as a medicine,
Oh, really?
as a healing medicine. So that's why when people sing with the right intention, these frequencies from place of heart, and share it with good intention, it will reach the heart. There is no other way. And that's really the power of the Arabic music. And this is what I believe in. And this power is what kept me balanced all this time. This is what kept me, this is what healed me like all this time. This is what kept me warm. This is what helps me to connect to people and to share with the world what words cannot express, actually.
Because you are saying it was healing you, like, were you suffering when you were here all these years?
Big
like
time,
the beginning?
for sure, for sure.
Can
Like-
you talk about that? What
Yeah,
did
for
you
sure.
miss?
Well,
or?
you know, when any human being has strong connection to something, like we are part of information field, memories, habits, places, language, all this I have been in for 24 years of my life. And I really have never been out of Syria all this time until the war hits and I needed to go. So all these years I'm there, all my life is there, and everything I'm building in my mind, in my heart, everything in me, I'm created by that environment. All of a sudden, this big thing has been taken out of me forcefully, without warning, without build-up. So what happened is like someone took something from my core away, and that's created a black hole. And actually, over the years, I got to know this black hole. Over the years, I got to know what is this, and
what was this? What is this? Is this a
this
sort
is
of
the
emptiness?
missing. This is the missing part of your existence and who you are.
And that's your background,
as well,
Syria.
everything that is related, everything that has created me, basically. Like I'm created by all these memories, by by everything that comes from there.
So it's Syria,
It's
a
Syria, as the
Aleppo,
family, is the language,
it's your...
is the dreams as well, is the wishes, is the projects that I've been working on, is my friends, is my it's everybody, you know. So like, so for me, this black hole as well created a lot of restlessness in me all these years, and I think not only me, I think everybody that has been through the same, they are facing the same, this restlessness and like not being able where they are, what do they belong, like belonging, feeling of belonging, like who am I, like why am I there or am I here? And I noticed it so clearly, even more, when I went for the first time to Syria after 13 years.
Well, that's why I would like to look at the song you and your clip about My Homeland Calling. I would like to see that one because it's also so beautiful. Let's look at it.
Yeah.
في الليل يزور طيفي شوارع بلدي وتغسل الأمطار وجهي ويلمع لي الطريق ليسقي جذوري العطش وشوقي إليك
Wow, it's such a beautiful music also.
Thank you.
Like
Thank
it's
you.
really touching my soul also. The way this is, yeah, you sing this, it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the song about the hole in your heart, probably the black hole, what you're talking about, or
No,
can
it's
you tell
actually,
me about this song?
It's actually, this song, it represents the sweet missing for home. That feeling of sweetness. It doesn't have pain, but it has a sweet missing to home. So, and actually this song came to me in my dream. I was dreaming that my spirit is visiting the old streets of Syria.
Oh, really?
And then I received this melody. Oh, and this melody in my sleep, I could wake up and record this melody hardly, and then when the morning comes, I wrote the song and I wrote this vision, and yeah, this song has been sang a lot of times here in the Netherlands, and a lot of performances. Thousands of people sang with me this melody that comes to my dream.
The sweet missing.
Yeah.
The sweet missing. How?
Yeah.
How do you mean the sweet
nostalgia?
Missing? Okay.
You know, like this.
Okay.
When you have this, we call it in Arabic haneen.
Okay.
Which is nostalgia.
Okay.
The feeling of like I miss that. It's like it's a warm feeling. But as well, when I wake up in the diaspora. You know. So this as well what I said in the song. And then I wake up in the night alone.
What does that mean, like waking up in the...
It means the reality is harsh. The reality is different than what we wish and what we dream.
Yeah.
Because we wish to be in the place where we feel home, in the place where we belong. And it doesn't make sense to be separated. And it doesn't make sense as well to take away this right of people, you know, like, yeah, and even to separate families from each other.
But the right to be not at home.
Yeah,
the right to
and to separate, exactly, like separating a family is a big thing, you know, like it's so painful to separate family members from each other. It's really bad thing. Separation is so painful. And this is what I learned over the years. Yeah.
And then you went back
I went back.
because, fortunately, December, things changed for the good.
Things changed big time. Big time. Yeah.
And you could go back.
Yeah. After believing that it's impossible for me to go back. For years and years, I just believed that I cannot go back, and everything I focus on is actually going forward and not looking back, because looking back is painful, looking back doesn't make sense. Just move on, run away, just run away. So just as far as you can go, because there's no way back. And for me, I've been all these years mentally prepared this way. All of a sudden, I can't go back. So it was just like, it's like my mind was like not processing it at all, you know? Like I could hold my phone and book a ticket and take my body and go.
Yeah.
But I couldn't believe it myself.
Yeah,
my
well,
mind,
You showed me some images from, you put it on, posted on Facebook. Let's watch it.
Let's watch it.
واللي مكتوب على اوراق الدين راجع له وعد الحق اليوم الدين راجع له وعزوم ربك يرضى راجع له وانا بصدري حلم سنين راجع له يبا
حبيبة قلبي بعد زمان يا عمري بعد زمان ابوس روحك يا عمتي بعد زمان حبيبي بعد زمان لك مرحبا يا امي مرحبا سلام عليكم مرحبا.
It's so beautiful to see you coming
insane.
there. You are covered under the cloth and you're like, suddenly the surprise.
Insane. It's insane.
How was it?
It's insane. It was just, it's just like a dream becoming reality, but you are so aware of this reality that it's happening as a dream, that it's just so powerful.
Because you see all these faces suddenly, because you're under, and then it takes off, and then you see all these faces that you couldn't. Did they grow older? Did they change? How was it?
For sure, people changed, but still, this is the family that I left, all like 13 years ago. This is the family that I left, and this is the family that I'm coming back to.
Who was there?
All my family, my aunts, uncles, cousins, mother, father, sister, and the kids of everybody, a lot of kids. And no one knew that I'm coming. Nobody, just 2, 3 of my cousins to organize
So it was really
the road, you know, for like nobody knows. And then all of a sudden, like, bam. But this was as well a dream for me. I always, when I'm here in the Netherlands, I just dream that because I miss them a lot. So I just feel like I wish I can just appear in between them, even if they don't see me, just to appear, to just feel that warmth and smell them and have a cup of coffee with them and then come back. It's just like an imagination, just comes to my mind. And then when I was under the blanket, that was like exactly what I wanted, is to be there without them knowing that I am here. And all of a sudden it was like, hello,
wow.
I'm here. It's like amazing feeling. It's like really a miracle. Like even when I stepped out of the border between Lebanon and Syria, when I entered Syria, I couldn't believe it. Because
after 13 years?
After 13 years, because in October, so I went in December. In October 29, so literally 2 months. 2 months before I entered Syria, I was at the Turkish border, Turkish-Syrian border, saying goodbye to my parents. I was like, this is the final goodbye.
So you had seen your parents?
I've seen, because my parents were living in, I took them to live in Istanbul, in Turkey.
Okay.
So I brought them to the border to say goodbye to them because they cannot handle living alone. They got older and my dad's health is not in a good condition at all. So,
So you were in contact with them and you saw them when they were in Istanbul.
yeah, for
so
sure.
That was at least something.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
definitely. So I said goodbye to them at the border where I know that it's impossible for me to cross this border. It's my home and this is my family. They left, but I cannot go with them or I cannot stay with them. And they cannot come back. Like, if they enter this line of border, they cannot go out because of politics and rules. So this was the thing. And on that day, I released a song called I Will Return. On that day. And 2 months later, the regime fall and I released a song called My Homeland is Calling. So it's just everything is happening. It's like a miracle. And we are literally living in it. So when I was like stepping into Syria, I was just like looking at the ground. Is like, am I really here? Like, is it really true? And this feeling stayed with me for like 8-9 days, where I feel like, am I really here?
Yeah.
Am I really listening to all the Syrian people around? Everybody speaks Syrian here. Like, I love it. It's like amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing feeling.
How was it to see Aleppo after so much time?
I noticed that I remember, like, my memory in Aleppo, it's like really on stone. Like, the moment I just see hints of streets, I know exactly where the street goes and the whole stores that are there. Immediately, the whole download of the whole city is in my mind. But for sure, there's places are completely damaged. There's places are partly damaged. But Aleppo is still Aleppo. And it's gonna be rebuilt again. It's a beautiful place.
But did it change? Did you see change in your families? Did you see change
for sure,
in the mentality of the people?
Yeah, people are, they have been through a really hard time. And you can see that they're tired, they are done. They are done, and their hearts are blocked, are closed to be able to survive this time.
Yeah.
You cannot be vulnerable. If you are vulnerable in a time of war,
is it the same for you?
Suffer
Did your
even more.
heart close also a bit?
No, for me here, it's different environment. Here I have been.
Safe.
Yeah, it's a safe place, and we are really blessed with the community we have around. So, and music, and the space around music is a place where you really open up your heart, you open up your soul, and you can be the way you are. And that was a great gift to be in this.
A couple of days ago, we spoke to each other, and we also were talking about who is your inspiration, and in your art. And you said Dafar Youssef is one of the first inspirators. So let's see him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
بحجابي النفس قومي حجبوا ويحهم كم يدعون الفطنا يعبدون الله خوفا من الظن.
It's so beautiful as well. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
really.
so touchy. Incredible.
Yeah.
But it's your inspiration.
Yeah,
Tell me.
Since I was in Syria, I heard Dafar Youssef, and for me it opened my eyes to a certain layer of art and where it comes from, and I think it's related to the Sufism, but not only Sufism, Sufism is a kind of something related to religious, the Islam, which is a philosophy that believes in beauty and love, and that we receive inspiration from the divine and we spread it around. So for me, this opens my eyes like, wow, it's not only amazing music or like musical, but as well where it comes from and the mindset. This is what opened my mind and my eyes to music in this mindset, in this depth, in connecting to the divine and sing from that place. And I took this with me. In my journey, the war happened and everything. And then it comes to the moment where I sat with myself, I got to know who I am, what is my voice, what do I believe in. And this came back. And I got to meet Dhafir Yusuf in that space. So I feel there is a lot of similarities between me and him in the mindset of where we receive inspiration, where we receive messages and inspirations and melodies, to where we sing, from which place we bring our voices. And this is what I feel is really inspiring for me.
Because also what I feel, maybe that's, I try to understand you, and what I feel when I listen to him is really a purity, a very frank, honest purity. Is that what you mean? Like,
yeah, it's this pure connection. It's like you are only a messenger that receives and spread. So you open up your heart to the divine, to receive information, to receive sound, to receive frequency, and you are a tool to share it with the people around. This is it. This is what you feel as pure.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's coming from a place of service.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You also have another inspirator.
Yeah, Sabah Fakhri.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Sabah
complete
Fakhri.
someone else, but also not.
Yeah.
But it's. Shall we watch him?
Yeah, sure.
دعوناك وإن لم تسمعي يا لا يا ليل يا لا لا لي ونادي من همت في غرته ونادي من همت في غرته وبشرب الراح من راحته وبشرب الراح من
He is also so different, but also beautiful, but different.
Yeah.
Different. More.
He's the sound of Aleppo.
He's the sound of Aleppo.
Yeah, he is the legend of Aleppo. Like, he really represents Aleppo's sound, Sabah Fakhri, and he carries the old tradition of Aleppo to his generation. And I feel so much connection to him because I grew up with his sound, and I do have slightly similar voice to his voice. So people, when they hear my voice, they got to know that I'm from Aleppo. Just people in the Middle East, they can recognize that I'm from Aleppo from my voice. And I feel like I'm carrying his message. He died 3 years ago, and I carry his message to bring the old traditional Aleppo music to the new generation and to the Western culture. So this for me a big inspiration and a big drive to move in my career to carry that.
But if you say the tradition, what is it? Can you be more specific? Is it a sound? Is it a melody?
The whole
Is it-
compositions, the songs, the sound, the way it's been sang. There is a school that's called Qudud, a genre called Qudud Halabiya. Aleppo Qudud is like pop, hip hop, a genre called Qudud. And this Qudud is coming from Aleppo. This genre is coming from Aleppo. And this is the traditional Aleppo sound that is actually a really famous school of music in the Middle East.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Aleppo considered like
Because
one of the
Aleppo is
best.
also, well, 9,000 years old.
Yeah,
and,
it's the oldest city in the world.
and the cultures, the
It's
oldest.
really rich.
Yeah.
It's really rich, and the society is really rich. The fabric of the society, and you can feel it. The place is rich. Yeah.
But why do you want to bring this message of this Aleppo culture? Why? Why do you want to bring this to the world, to the Netherlands, to... Why?
Well, the same question came to me. Why do I have this voice? Why am I here? Why all these things happen to me? Is it for no reason? So definitely there is a bigger reason than only surviving. I carry with me and I move on with, which is a responsibility, first of all, for my people that has been suffering, to speak up for them and to share awareness. Second is to keep Syria alive and to keep Aleppo alive through music, through art, through culture. And we need to take responsibility for that. Especially that media only represent the dark side, the blood, the damage, the stone. They forgot about how rich is Syria and how beautiful is Syria. How rich is this culture, how old it is. You know, like the first alphabet in the whole world has been from Syria. The first music written in the whole world is from Syria. It's really a rich place, and we have a long list of things that actually shows you how rich is Syria. And in the end, if you Google Syria, you see only war and damage. No. And we are here to represent the beautiful side, the light side of Syria.
So that's the goal in life. I want to thank you so much for being here,
Thank you.
for telling me this. But we end the program with some hope
Definitely.
for, well, like an NGO or a good cause. I asked you, is there some association that you would like to give attention to? Well, you were talking about child houses.
Yeah. Yeah, this NGO is an NGO that actually support children and families in a war zone or in sensitive areas like camps, Lebanon or Turkey or Greece, to actually create activities and create safe place for kids to just feel that safety. So I feel this NGO is doing great things. And
Child houses.
yeah,
it's
child
called.
house. Yeah.
And you know people there that are
Yeah, a
working
friend
there?
of mine
Friend of
that
you.
is part of the team. His name is Aladdin.
Especially for Syria or
Yeah.
Turkey and Lebanon, but
Like
Syrian
for
people that
refugees,
fled,
for
or-
refugees in general, and
Okay.
these places.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I thank you so very much
Thank you.
for being
Thank you
here
for
and
having
telling me
me.
this
Yeah,
story.
thank
and I
you.
hope we'll see each other a
I'm
lot.
happy to share,
Here
for
in the
sure, for
church.
sure. And I hope to see you all in Syria soon.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Oh, I would love
I'm
to.
planning to create like
I
group
would
trips
love to.
to Syria, to take people to
That's
Syria,
good. Well,
to show them around.
okay, I would
Yeah.
love to. We'll see.
You'll
Thank
manage.
you so much.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Thank you. Thanks.